The photo across front pages and sports sections at the weekend stopped me in my tracks. Football manager Pep Guardiola stared out, saturnine, grizzled, but above all terribly dressed. What was he thinking when he walked out the door? Did nobody call him back and suggest he change into something better? News of Manchester City being slapped with a 2-year UEFA ban would have been at the forefront of his mind, I know, but that's no justification for his down-at-heel appearance. Did Emmanuel Macron arrive at work in a onesie when the gillets jaunes were torching Paris? Did Channel 4 presenter Jon Snow fling on any old tie or boring socks because it was election night? But there was Guardiola in a baggy oatmeal fine knit jumper that did his midriff no favours. That porridgy colour can be cruel, especially when, as in this case, it didn't fit. The sleeves were long enough to double as skipping ropes. It was worn over a white t-shirt which, to be fair, was as white as if straight out of the wrapper. But his trousers were so faded and dreary no self-respecting charity shop would have put them in the window. Doubtless everything bore a designer label, but that means nothing. As I once discovered, it is entirely possible to enter an eye-wateringly pricey emporium and emerge from the changing rooms looking like a walking bin bag. Despite his position as one of the most prominent figures in sport, and with no financial constraints on his wardrobe, Guardiola chose that day, and many others, to look more like a sloppy teenager who has retrieved his stuff from the laundry basket for the third day running than a Premier League manager and representative of the sporting elite. In this, I should quickly add, he is not alone. There are even stronger contenders for criticism, high among them the Prime Minister's consigliere, Dominic Cummings. Barely a day passes without an image of him scurrying past snappers in a symphony of greys and blacks, from beanie hat and t-shirt, or creased, untucked shirt and low-slung jeans. Occasionally there is a flash of bright cashmere, accessorized with a plastic carrier bag. Long before Cummings advertised for weirdos and misfits to join him in Downing Street, he had set a low dress code bar, the sort intended, because it cannot be an accident, to convey disdain for conventional attire and standards. Such abject lack of stylishness might be acceptable in Silicon Valley or Deliveroo, but the message it sends is dismal. It also hints at menace, the attire of a dangerous lone wolf. Such slovenliness gives two fingers to the quaint idea that, when you're at the heart of government, what you wear matters. If this is thinking outside the box, then Cummings has certainly nailed it. If you're like me, you yawn for the days of Cary Grant. Gentlemen's magazines in the 1950s ran features on how to emulate his debonair. For more on this story, visit the news article link.